Hi, I'm Meg. Welcome to plantfitmeg, where I share my weight loss journey, simple plant-based recipes, and healthy lifestyle tips. Today I'm coming at you with another weight loss video, and I'm so excited to share my top tips for getting started on your weight loss journey, or continuing along if you've already gotten started, how to stay motivated, stick with it, and reach your goals. I've made a lot of mistakes along the way on my weight loss journey, so I like to share what I've learned and what mistakes I've made so that you can avoid them. You have the power to make changes and make progress on your weight loss journey. So let's get right into the tips. My first tip is to start now. I think a lot of times we convince ourselves to put off getting started. We're waiting for the perfect moment. We're waiting until after that big event, or we're waiting until we have more knowledge or have the perfect plan. We wait for Monday, or we wait for the first of the month. We wait for the new year. And when we delay getting started, we're really just delaying our progress. That perfect time really doesn't come. There's no perfect time to get started. So I encourage you to start now, start today. You might be thinking, well, Meg, I don't really know where to start, or I've already started, but I don't really know what to do next. My best recommendation is to take the first step, or if you've already started, take the next step. Consider where you are right now. Consider your current lifestyle, your current schedule, what you're eating, what your meals look like, what your snacks look like. Are you eating a lot of fast food meals or restaurant meals? Are you eating any vegetables? Are you drinking any water? Be honest with yourself and take an inventory of where you currently are. Assess your current situation, assess without judgment, and consider one thing that you can change. It could be something that you remove or minimize in your diet, or it could be something that you add. So for example, if you're someone like me who started out with a really heavily processed, lots of fast food, lots of takeout, lots of restaurant meals kind of a diet, maybe your first step is to reduce or eliminate fast food meals, for example. Consider what is one thing that you can change, one thing you can add, or one thing you can take away, one replacement, one swap you can make that will get you started, give you a win, and have you gaining confidence and getting one step closer to your goals. It doesn't need to be anything huge or dramatic or intense. It's almost better if it is something small that is achievable and that will give you a win and that will give you that momentum to get started, be successful with something, build on it, and continue this process of the next step and the next step. Once you've mastered one thing, you move on to the next thing. And maybe you already are eating a fairly healthy, whole food, plant-based diet, but maybe, for example, you're not drinking water, or you're not sleeping, or you're not moving your body at all. Then maybe it's taking 5 minutes out of your day to go for a walk. Or maybe it's aiming for a few glasses of water per day and then building your way up. So consider where you are right now, start now, take the first step or the next step. You might be thinking that that small step might seem fairly insignificant in the grand scheme of things or might not be very impactful, but we are going for health and sustainability and doing this in a way that fits into your lifestyle, that you can make it work and eventually have a healthy lifestyle be your default setting and have it be easy. And the only way that these things become the default and become easier is if you do the things and you implement them. So getting started small, taking baby steps, and adding as you go is a great method for making progress along the way and being successful on your weight loss journey. Let me know in the comment section below, what is your first step or what is your next step if you've already gotten started? My next tip is to habit track. So whatever you've decided on, whatever your first step or your next step along your weight loss journey is, track it. So write it down, put it somewhere really visible so that it serves as a reminder to you, and then actually track that action that you've decided to take. So maybe your first step is to drink 8 glasses of water a day. You're going to want to track whether or not you're actually doing that and whether or not you're being consistent with it. This allows you to stay accountable to yourself and just measure your progress and see how you're doing. Maybe the 8 glasses of water a day happens and it happens relatively easily, then yay, awesome, that's a win. Carry on, keep going. And then when you feel ready and you feel like you've really mastered that, you can add the next thing. Take the next step on your weight loss journey. Often when we embark on something new, we think it will always be top of mind. We think it's vitally important and a top priority, and we think it will always be top of mind. But life happens, life gets in the way, other priorities come up. Often we're very busy and have a lot of other things going on in our lives. So it's great to have it written down somewhere and track what you're doing so that you can be accountable to yourself and realize whether you're taking the action that you originally intended or not. And if you weren't able to meet that first step that you set for yourself or that next step that you set for yourself, it's a matter of taking a step back and looking at why and getting curious and perhaps making a tweak to make it work. Maybe your original goal was a bit too ambitious or a bit too lofty. Maybe your original plan was to go to the gym 4 days a week or to eat vegetables at every single meal. And maybe that was just a little bit too far removed from your current starting point and you were trying to maybe jump ahead a little bit. And it's okay to reevaluate and make a new plan accordingly if things don't quite work out the way you want them to in the first place. This leads me into my next tip. Don't let fear or self-doubt stop you. I think oftentimes we get started on our weight loss journey, we're super motivated, we're like, yeah, let's go, let's do this, and then we lose motivation or we become impatient. And I think it's important to acknowledge that motivation comes and goes, and that is okay. That is totally normal, totally reasonable. We're humans, we're not robots. Motivation will come and motivation will go. The point is that whether you are feeling highly motivated or not, you are tracking your habits and you're committed to your weight loss journey and you're continuing as best you can along the way. Oftentimes when we make a mistake or a misstep along the way on our weight loss journey, we think of it as a personal failure and as if this is going to be impossible. And we tell ourselves things that aren't true, like, I can't do this, or this is too hard. And I think if we take a step back from that and evaluate the thoughts for what they are and question, are these thoughts true? Is this real? Is this accurate? And oftentimes the answer will be no. And to follow that up with reframing your thoughts. So if you're starting to think, I can't, flipping the script into, I'm learning how to make this work. I'm figuring this out. This is just part of the process. Or if you're having the thought, this is too hard, reframing that and telling yourself, this will get easier over time. I'm doing the best I can, and this will get easier the more I do it and the more I practice. Changing your lifestyle is like learning any new skill. It's not something that you're going to pick up and magically know how to do, and it's going to be sunshine and roses and rainbows. If you wanted to start learning how to play an instrument, for example, you wouldn't just pick up a guitar and assume that you could pick it up and play it immediately and play a song. You have to start with the basics, start with the foundations, make some mistakes, and learn and build along the way. And your progress won't necessarily be linear. There can be ups and downs along the way, and recognizing that and knowing that people who have had successful weight loss and maintained their weight loss have had ups and downs, and it hasn't been perfect, can make you recognize that there's nothing wrong with you. You're just learning, you're just figuring it out. It's like any new skill, and you will get there. You will make it work and you will figure it out. And this is how we become unstoppable on our weight loss journeys, and unstoppable in any other endeavor that we embark on as well. If you don't give up, you don't fail. If you keep going, if you persist, if you learn from your missteps and recognize what is working for you and what is not working for you, and recognize where you're maybe going awry with your mindset or your food choices, or how stress is impacting you, how external events and expectations and priorities are having an impact. You will absolutely get to where you want to go. It is just a matter of time. It's a matter of patience, commitment, sticking with it, and continuing and carrying on. There's a lot more to weight loss than just knowing what to do. It's how to implement it and how to make it work for you and your lifestyle, which is not necessarily the same as what worked for me or what worked for the next person. Everybody's a little bit different, and the basics are the same, the foundations are the same: eating a whole food plant-based diet, getting lots of hydration, lots of water in, getting a little bit of movement, managing stress, getting good sleep, and having healthy relationships are all components in your healthy lifestyle and will contribute to your healthy weight loss. That said, the journey to achieve and practice all these different components is going to look very different for everyone, because everyone has a different starting point and is coming to it from a different perspective. So be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself along the way, and keep going. If you make a misstep and something's not quite right, reach out for support. Reach out, find a coach, find someone to bounce some ideas off of. Look for free resources online like this channel or other channels like this. If you need more guidance and support and accountability along the way, contact me about my coaching services. I do offer one-on-one coaching to help people transition into a plant-based diet and or help with plant-based weight loss. It's unrealistic to expect that we are going to jump into our healthy weight loss journey and just know what to do at every turn in every situation and have a positive mindset and motivation and carry that through for the entirety of our weight loss journey. Figuring out what doesn't work for you is oftentimes just as valuable as figuring out what does work for you. Sometimes it takes a little time to see what isn't working and what doesn't work in order to come up with a plan and figure out what is going to work and what is going to be sustainable and what will be workable for you in the long term to embark on your weight loss journey and maintain your weight loss. And as long as you continue to keep growing and keep learning, and not just learning about nutrition or learning about movement, but really learning about yourself and what makes sense for you and for your family and what works for you and your lifestyle, you will be well on your way to making progress towards your weight loss goals and getting to where you want to go. So be kind to yourself, give yourself grace, do your best to keep your healthy lifestyle simple, keep it fun, and know that you have the power to make changes and you have the power to lose the weight and be successful. If you're not where you want to be yet and you're getting frustrated and stressed out about it, I totally get it. Just know that you're not done yet. You just need to keep going, keep trying, keep learning, and you will absolutely get to where you want to go. It might not be tomorrow, it might not be next week, but it'll be well worth taking the steps that you need to take and building the healthy habits and behaviors that will get you to your goals. You got this. I believe in you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I'll be happy to have a chat with you there. I'm wishing you all the best on your weight loss journey. If I can do it, you can do it. And it might sound cheesy and cliche for me to say that, but I honestly believe that to be true. I'm not special. I'm not a unicorn. I lost 80 pounds by taking small, imperfect steps and making my way and figuring it out as I went. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video and watching through until the end. I hope you really enjoyed it and found it helpful. Let me know what your top tips for getting started on your weight loss journey are. I would love to hear what has worked or not worked for you. And I'm sure that that will be helpful to others reading the comments, other people in the plantfitmeg community who are looking for some advice or some tips, some ideas, and some inspiration. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'm wishing you all the best on your weight loss journey. Subscribe for more weight loss content, healthy lifestyle tips, and simple plant-based recipes. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!